dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, original crew, man? We're back. We got a Tier Zoo video. I felt like we haven't did a Tier Zoo in absolutely so long. But today, we got a Silverback gorilla versus a Grizzly bear. If you catch me in a forward fight with a bear, help the bear. Which one you going with?
Huh?
Which one would you go with? Silverback, the gorilla, or the bear?
A bear.
You going with the bear?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know why. I'm just
I
going.
was thinking of Silverback. But hey, that's why we got Tier Zoo. I
don't know.
What I'm saying? Educate us on the topic so we can really see what it is, you know? So with that being said, make sure y'all check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go. If you want the first part, all you gotta do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's visuals,
lock it in with a thumbs up.
And let us know how y'all feel, man. But let's go ahead and hop into it. Let's check it out. Let's see what's about. You ready? Mm-hmm. Let go.
The Silverback gorilla and the Grizzly bear. Two of the most fearsome builds in the game. Because they're not playable in the same servers, the question of which of these is more powerful, or specifically which one would win in 1v1 combat, is a common subject of debate on the game's forums. So today we're going to delve into the stats and abilities of both of these powerful builds, and determine which one would come out on top in a deathmatch. Let's start with the gorilla. In my primate tier list video, I ranked the gorilla as S tier, and it was the only primate other than the human to get that top tier rank. And there's good reason for this. Just have a look at this thing's base stats. The gorilla is easily the most powerful of all the primates, with a power stat well beyond most mammal builds within its weight class. Its arms allow it to climb trees with ease, and keep in mind, they do this without investing in any of the perks which make climbing easier, like cling pads or hooked claws. No, gorillas do this on strength alone, and they still make it look easy. And so it should go without saying that those arms can also toss most other players around like a ragdoll, and can dish out some serious damage in a short flurry of blows. Gorillas also have massive canine teeth, and although these are mostly for intimidation, they can act as an extra damage-dealing attack option if the situation calls for it. Mobility-wise, they move surprisingly quick given how short their back legs are. While not great at distance running, their burst movement potential is shockingly high. Defensively, gorillas don't have much to talk about. Their thick hide and bulky muscles offer some protection, but with only skin and fur covering their exterior, most attacks will be effective against them. Luckily, their large size gives them a pretty generous hit point pool, so they should be able to tank a decent amount of hits in a pinch. Stealth-wise, gorillas are above average. Their coloration works pretty well in dense forests, although not as well as true camouflage patterns would. Because they walk on their hands and feet rather than hooves, they can move much more quietly than most herbivores, although not quite as silently as builds with padded paws and retractable claws. And finally, intelligence-wise, gorillas are far above average. Their complex social structure requires significant investment to the intelligence skill tree in order to unlock it. And in doing so, gorillas also gained access to basic tool use and team tactics. The most common tool use tactic seen in gorillas is the use of sticks and rocks in order to more effectively dig out termites from their mounds. Next, let's switch over to the brown bear. In my bear tier list, I rated the brown bear at the low end of S tier. Taking a look at its stats, we can immediately see just how overpowered this thing is. Although not quite as powerful as the polar bear, it's still one of the strongest carnivorous mammal builds in the entire game. One of the few that is able to take down builds like the moose, bison, and elk solo.
That moose ain't doing none of you.
I ain't gonna lie, I might gotta switch mine.
No, don't switch it.
I forgot.
Don't switch it. Why your eyes twitching? Don't switch it.
I don't know, my eyes are... I told you, I got bags in my eyes and everything, y'all. Like, it's gonna be a long recording day. But,
don't switch it. Keep it there, because...
the Grizzly is a tough one, though.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, if you ever catch me in the wood with a bear, no, call 911, help me. It might be too late, but hey, give me something to be able to take home to my family so they can bury me.
A foot, a toe, or something. That's so sad.
It's the truth, though.
Yeah.
Its power stat is just crazy high, mostly due to the insane damage a bear can dish out using its claw swipe attack. It's not uncommon for a single swipe from a grizzly to one-hit most players, as it deals both blunt force damage and slashing damage in no small.
You see that bullshit? He like, oh, I got this bow and arrow. I'm gonna be able to take him down. Nigga, you got to shake it and you couldn't even get it out.
Hopefully he okay. I don't know what happened with that situation.
You should hit the 9 or boom.
It wasn't gonna do too much.
Nah, you need a shotgun. And you better have some you better make sure you hit it because you can't reload.
I'm gonna take some packs of meat out there. Maybe, that'll
Man,
help.
you the fresh meat. That be old. They like fresh meat.
You just throw it,
They like fresh meat.
I'm gonna try it. It's better than
meat ain't gonna
nothing.
double. Like, bitch, I don't want that shit.
Most players.
Not calling you.
As it deals both blunt force damage and slashing damage in no small amount. Unlike the gorilla, bears also regularly use their teeth in combat, rather than just for intimidation. And in this aspect, they excel as well. Defensively, the brown bear is quite sturdy. It has thick, loose skin, similar to the honey badger, which allows it to absorb serious blows without taking too much damage to their vitals. And with an HP stat similar to the gorilla, even if their opponents do score a critical hit, it's unlikely to mean an immediate game over. Stealth-wise, brown bears fare a little worse than the gorilla.
Oh, shit.
Was that a dog running from the bear and he was trying to get the...
Oh, yeah. That's what it was.
Yeah.
But that bear took that hit.
Maybe he shook that off and got back
bitch,
up.
you ain't seen no more work.
And he looked faster. When he got back up, he was even... He was mad.
Yeah, he was... I told you. I said, if you got a shotgun be the best thing to use.
Ain't that what he
Yeah.
That didn't do nothing.
That handgun, even though it got more rounds, you can pop. Nah, that shotgun get on boom.
Well, you see that didn't work.
But you got to reload and all that.
Too much. You gone.
Nah, on the shotgun, we need an automatic. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, that's sad.
Give me a Draco.
No.
Nah, Draco still ain't gonna do nothing.
No. Anyway.
AK?
Okay. That's no.
Likely to mean an immediate game over. Stealth-wise, brown bears fare a little worse than the gorilla. Bears may not stick out that much visually, but they are some of the smelliest builds in the entire game, to the point where their odor often gives away their position long before they're detected via eyesight. Luckily for the brown bear, its incredible movement speed and endurance can allow it to close the distance on fleeing players, even if they get a head start fleeing from the bear's scent. With a top speed roughly similar to a horse, very few builds can reliably escape a charging bear, especially given that bears can climb without issue as well. For those keeping track, this puts the bear's stats pretty much all either above or equal to the gorilla's with the exception of stealth. Of course, there's one stat we still haven't discussed yet, the bear's intelligence. When it comes to the gorilla versus grizzly debate, one thing that's often brought up is that the gorilla should be able to use its intelligence to easily outsmart the bear and gain a significant upper hand.
True.
Unfortunately for the gorilla, I vehemently disagree with this assessment. Not because gorillas aren't smart, but because bears are not dumb.
Right.
A common quote you hear from human park ranger builds is that there's a great deal of overlap between the intelligence of the smartest bears and the dumbest humans, to the point where designing an effective bear-proof storage container is often impossible because it will also keep out a good number of humans it was meant to be used by. Bears are the most intelligent of all carnivoran builds, smarter than cats, dogs, weasels, foxes, seals, and hyenas. Their giant brains are a necessity in order to memorize key points of interest across their vast territories, and for them to strategize how to access the best quality loot.
They are highly, highly intelligent creatures.
They are.
Like, remember how they be pulling up in Gallenberg.
I already know
They
they're
open
smart.
the door, they go ransack, and they close your door. I'm like, how the hell a bird? Bro, they
The
see
bear.
What I say?
The bird.
Bird, bear,
The bear.
bro, they be sitting back in the woods watching like, all right, humans, we see y'all. Okay, that's how you do it.
Noted.
Eventually, they gonna start walking up to the door. You gonna be like, the bird!
You better lock that door.
Bro, that's the reason why I said I'm not going to Gallenberg getting out nail cabin. I ain't got cabin fever like that. Y'all can have that.
I would. I'm not gonna let a bear keep me from going to the cabin.
And they brown bears.
Okay.
on the next episode of Kid and See Why Is Kid Alone. Let's see.
I've been to Gallup many times.
I've been to Gallup many times as well. Again, I'm not staying in a cabin. I don't want to be dealing with the.
But you will go. You just don't want to be in the cabins.
Exactly.
Got you.
I've been to Gallup plenty of times. You could all you want to. I'm alive. Doing another video. Dang. R.I.P. Yo, she said she wants to go up there with the bears.
Don't do that. That's ugly.
She wants to go up there with the bears. She got to fight with the bear. She told me you can chance me to help the bear.
I just like, hey, pretty boy. Hey, got some fresh meat for you.
And they like, yeah, I see that fresh meat.
This isn't to say the grizzly bear is going to invent some galaxy-brained gorilla trap on the spot or anything, but neither is the gorilla.
Look at him.
Gorillas are incredibly intelligent builds for sure, but their intelligence manifests in their complex social dynamics and their tool use. In this scenario, it's 1v1, so the social dynamics is a non-factor. That just leaves their tool use, and in this regard, I think most players drastically overestimate the gorilla's abilities. Gorillas are not supreme bushcraft weaponsmiths. In fact, their use of weapons at all is almost non-existent in the gorilla player base. They will use rocks to more efficiently access insect larvae. But as for personal defense, the only strategy gorillas have access to is the intimidation-based technique of tossing debris in an adversary's general direction. When done in groups, this is extremely effective, and is often how a party of gorillas will ward off an approaching leopard in their natural
That is true. Silverback gorillas, they love throwing and running. They be like, then they like to sneak like they ain't finna do it. Mm-hmm. Then they do it and then take off running.
Every time I see a video, it be so funny.
Yes.
They are so hilarious.
Ecosystem. But 1 versus 1 versus a bear, there was no way this would be enough to deter an attack. The bear's own high intelligence would give it a high chance to resist the intimidation effect. And once the bear has closed the distance, the bear is winning this fight at least 95% of the time. The gorilla would need not one, but several critical hits in a row to successfully take down a bear. Right. Meanwhile, the bear would only need a few good bites and swipes before it's game over for the gorilla. So ultimately, that's how I think this matchup would go. Admittedly, I think it's a bit unfair to set up a scenario where the gorilla's most powerful ability is taken off the table, but the bear remains completely untouched. Yeah. But that's the downside of investing in team tactics. If you ever find yourself caught off guard with no allies nearby, you might lose battles that you should otherwise at least have a fighting chance in. If you find this analysis unsatisfactory, we can approach it another way, which would be to take a look at their matchup spread, and see if we can find any easy comparisons. While gorillas and bears never encounter each other in the wild and have no experience fighting each other, both the gorilla and the brown bear need to contend with big cats. While obviously not in North America, on other servers, brown bears actually sometimes share hunting territory with the tiger. This is the largest big cat build in existence, one which is powerful enough to, on rare occasion, take down rhinos and elephants solo. Matchups between bears and tigers tend to be pretty even. While there are recorded instances of tigers defeating bears and bears defeating tigers, generally these matchups tend to end in stalemates where neither player is truly defeated. However, when we take a look at the gorilla's matchup spread against its most common big cat opponent, the leopard, we see that the gorillas actually tend to lose this matchup. Leopards are far less powerful than tigers, yet nonetheless, even a leopard can score kills on gorillas. I think this is more a function of the difference in the bear and gorilla's defensive stats than its offensive stats. Even with its above-average constitution stats, the gorilla's low defenses make it too much of a glass cannon, and in a massive slugfest fight like the subject of this video, the inability to absorb a lot of damage is an absolutely crippling disadvantage. No joke, I get this question at least once a week. It's to the point where if someone DMs me saying, I have a question, I just answer, the bear wins. And like 50% of the time, that's all they need. Now you know why. Hopefully you see me as an unbiased and trustworthy source for these sorts of analyses. But
But hey, halfway through, I said, I think I got it wrong. And I'm a man enough to admit I got it wrong. I would like to think, but when you really think about it, somebody like you get that reminder of like exactly what a grizzly bear, like everything. You're like,
yeah, a grizzly bear winning it.
I got it wrong.
Yeah, most definitely.
I'm mad enough to say that.
It's not getting it wrong or right. You just needed more, information.
No, I didn't need more information. I had the information.
Well, you didn't have enough of it.
No, I know I need a refresh course of the information.
I got you. Okay.
I knew the information, forgot the information, but when somebody refreshed the information to you, you learn it, relearn it, and you're like, damn, that is true. And then halfway through, you like before even halfway through, you're like, damn, I chose the wrong one. It's the bear. So if you ever catch me in the woods, getting chased by a bear. I said hare. A bear. Please help me.
I'm gonna help you. Not in that moment.
You gonna fight the bear?
No, I said not in that moment. I'm gonna run as well. You better run as fast as you can. I'm running. I'll call for help if I'm ahead of you. I'm gonna call somebody.
Y'all spit what's up in the comments, man. Let us know y'all thoughts and opinions about it in the comment section down below. But until next time, y'all know how it goes, man. I do go with the name DJ Do Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are.
Kid and C.
We are.
Go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar, 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 dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar, 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 dollar. Let me watch out for my power.